do you know what? One particular news is going to change everything for you, my gorgeous Scorpione. And it's not necessarily a good news, to be quite honest with you. What are you gonna hear within the first couple of months of 2025? This news, this information, it's not going to be positive, but you know what I mean. It's actually absolutely super necessary for you to understand what exactly you're going to understand, because you need this in order to really move forward with your life, because only then you are going to start taking certain things very, very seriously in terms of how much do you need and do you want to change your life. Oh my God, my gorgeous Scorpione, to have the numbers 11, 12 and 13, this is like a really crazy powerful combination of numbers, and it's showing clearly this powerful sequence of numbers you don't get very often, which means that you don't have to worry about this negative news whatsoever. This is gonna be good, baby, because it's going to set you free. Okay, it's going to set you free. And when it comes to the actual January, when it comes to the January 2025, listen, it's gonna start right at the beginning of this year's. Right at the beginning of this year. Yes, I said that January and February, it's where you're gonna become aware of this message, this information, which is not gonna be good, but hey, it's gonna play a huge role when it comes to you being set free. Okay, and you will know exactly what I meant with this. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. So why is January 2025, my gorgeous Scorpione, going to be so important, you may wonder? Because in January, you know, the energy will be completely different. I think that subconsciously you are going to have some kind of a certain picture when it comes to the months of January in your mind. Probably you will be thinking January is going to be horrible, January is going to be kind of boring, January is going to be dull, blah blah blah. It's what most of people actually think most of the time. Okay, fair enough. But let me tell you something, that in January 2025 you are going to have a very, very strange, very unusual experience. Okay, you are going to have this strange and this really unusual experience. This experience is going to most certainly remind you of exactly who you are in terms of your own spirituality. Okay, and also this very strange experience you're going to have, you know, it's to do with you having this sign, this major indication, major sign. Trust me, things are going to feel like, you know, you are in a different dimension. That's because you are. You have been prepared for this year, my gorgeous Scorpione, for a very, very long time. Now, this is all happening for a reason. So when I say that you're going to have this strange and unusual experience, something is going to happen to you and it's going to feel like you tapped into something really unusual. But out of that really kind of strange and unusual experience, you know, what is actually going to be highlighted? Your own intuition and your own understanding, how much you actually understand about this world and about the other worlds, and how much you actually understand in terms of signs and in terms of different dimensions. But the bottom line is, when it comes to this strange and unusual experience you are going to have in January, it is also to do with this sign you're going to have. It's not only about, oh yeah, you know your intuition, oh yeah, you are really kind of deep and intuitive. Of course you are. But something is going to happen here. It's not only about you being aware of your own intuition and how spiritually you are in touch with yourself. But it's about a major sign you are going to have that you are on the right path and you are doing the right thing. So it's also even more important to understand what exactly was bothering you, what was on your mind before that sign, before that experience, what were you kind of really doubting yourself about, what was making you feel frustrated, you know, what was making you feel like you're contemplating and contemplating and contemplating about something you shouldn't be contemplating in the first place about. Okay, so you are going to have this major sign that you're on the right path and you're doing the right thing. You need to understand that whatever this is going to be a big confirmation, a big answer for you, my gorgeous Scorpione. And the major achievement, this major achievement when it comes to you understanding what exactly you're on the right path with, in June 2025, you are going to have a major victory, major achievement in June, by the end of the month of June 2025. Yes, you're on the right path, my gorgeous Scorpione. Yes, you are doing the right thing. I'm not surprised whatsoever that when it comes to the months of January and the months of February, a lot is going to be on your mind when it comes to you wanting to either continue with certain things that were making you feel good about yourself. So it's either something to do with like nutrition. You will want to like continue with certain nutrition, maybe vitamins, maybe minerals, and certain really good diets for you that maybe you didn't do for a while. You know, or you will want to kind of start really taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, which is always beautiful. People very often don't understand what a powerful connection there is in between our mind, body, and spirit. Healthy body is a healthy spirit, baby. Yes, healthy body is a healthy spirit as well. And this is what lots of people don't understand. And that's why, in terms of spirituality, when so much is happening and we are feeling things from a completely different angle spiritually, but we cannot understand or we cannot explain this, you know, then I'm not surprised whatsoever that you are gonna start focusing a lot on a healthy lifestyle. January and February, you will be focusing a lot on a healthy lifestyle. You will be either thinking about maybe starting some kind of a fitness, if you can do fitness, for example, or continuing. You will be thinking about continuing doing some kind of fitness if you were doing it before, or you will be thinking about starting this for the first time right now. You will be thinking a lot about like a healthy lifestyle and things like that. And my God, there is a reason for it. There is a reason for it, because the whole year it's gonna be so busy. And just remember, all these things work together brilliantly, because you are you're just basically giving this power to yourself right now to deal with everything else that's to come when it comes to like the year 2025. But also, it's always a good thing. So don't be surprised when you suddenly perk up in terms of your energy, for example, your energy levels. And don't be surprised when you're suddenly reminded of a certain things you used to take, you used to eat, maybe certain vitamins, certain minerals. I really strongly suggest you to go for it, my gorgeous Scorpione, because as I said, there is a big reason for it. You are indeed going to find yourself having so much more energy, you know, as long as you do kind of like pay attention to this. Indeed. So there are gonna be, I suppose, certain people who are gonna be inspiring you as well, like in terms of like a healthy lifestyles and things like that. So I need you to pay attention to this, and I need you to take this very, very seriously, because very often our bodies are also like kind of trying to let us know exactly what our body needs. Okay, so be glad, because this is all gonna work for your own good. Okay, so whatever comes to you intuitively that you need to do in terms of like being more healthy, for example, I strongly suggest you to do it. By the time you get to the months of February, you are indeed going to, now when it comes to the months of February, listen to me very carefully, there is something kind of going to come to an abrupt end. There is no doubt about it. When it comes to the month of February, something is going to come towards an abrupt end here. And I want to say to you that, okay, this is going to be a little bit unexpected and the beginning of an unexpected change in your life. There is no doubt about it. Something is going to come towards an abrupt end in February. And it is going to maybe just a little bit, it is a little bit going to break your heart. But this is going to be really good, actually. I'm not being a dark Lala, but you know, I can just tell you what I see really. Something is going to come towards an abrupt end and the beginning of an unexpected change in your life in February. This is going to surprise you. There is no doubt about it. It's going to break your heart a little bit, but it's going to bring the best out in you. It's going to bring the best out in you. Why? Because now suddenly you're going to find yourself on this path where I need you to follow your heart with this. If this unexpected change didn't happen, you would never find yourself on this particular path where you will realize, not straight away, but 2 or 3 days later, you're going to realize that there is something you need to learn. There is something you need to learn. There is something you need to learn. That's how you're going to feel. There is something you need to kind of explore. There is something you will want to explore. There is something that you will want to and need to learn. You know, and that's what I need you to follow your heart with, okay, because it's going to be very, very important. So this unexpected situation that happened, you know, something unexpectedly coming to an end, be grateful to God, because all this is working is going to be working in your favor. This is your life. This is your spiritual journey, my gorgeous Scorpione. And when it comes to like you're going to feel like you will want to speak to someone or talk to somebody about it, what you want to learn. There is something you will want to learn here. There is no doubt about it, but it's only going to come to you a few days after the beginning of this unexpected change happens. Okay. But you're also going to, you know, you're also going to have this feeling where you want to speak to somebody really nice, you know, in your life, somebody who means to you so much, somebody who is in your life, somebody who is very spiritual, somebody who is very kind of also business orientated a little bit, but it's like a very spiritual person. But this just needs to come from you 1000%. Okay, so this is not something that you need to go and have an advice about or something like that, get an advice about or something like that. This is something that needs to come from you so much. And you are, thank God, going to. There is something you're going to dive in. There is something you're going to jump in. There is something you're going to start reading about. There is something you're going to start learning. There is something you're going to start like opening yourself up to. There is something you're going to start absorbing, and you will want to explore more and more and more. And more you're going to realize, why didn't I do this before? Why didn't I do this before? You know why it's important for you to go and dive into, inspect almost instantly what you will feel like you want to learn 2 or 3 days later. Whether, you know, whether you're going to be reading about something and then suddenly you're going to be inspired, whether someone is going to inspire you and then you're going to realize, oh, I want to learn this. It doesn't really matter how this is going to happen. The bottom line is that few days after this abrupt change in your life happens, on one hand, you're going to feel like, well, I've got nothing to lose. It's going to be something like that. Well, this has come to an end, blah, blah, blah. I've got nothing to lose. I might as well try and learn this. I might as well try to explore this. I might as well try to investigate this. That's how it's going to feel. But the bottom line is, my baby, that by the end of the month of February, you are going to learn what you needed to learn. This is not something that you're going to need to learn for like the next 2 years. No, baby, no. Or you're going to learn enough about this by, you know, the time this month comes to an end. Because I will tell you what's going to happen in March. That's why in March, my gorgeous Scorpione, you are going to start a whole new venture. In March 2025, you are going to start this venture. And you need to understand that this venture is going to be absolutely life changing for you. There is no doubt about it whatsoever, because the whole new stage in your life, it's about to begin. Not only you're going to be more excited, more happier, not only that this is going to be financially rewarding for you, but at the same time, you're going to feel so much more content, and your life is going to feel complete for the first time in your life. Now, honestly, seriously, you're gonna find this rewarding in so many different ways. I'm not being funny, but this is the time when you need to understand this is probably going to be the beginning of the biggest change and the most remarkable change of your entire life, because everything is going to start changing in your life after this moment in time. It's going to lead towards the biggest priorities change you've ever had. So therefore, naturally, the whole structure in your life is going to start changing. And that's important, because you're also going to realize how much you have been wasting your energy with certain things that have been just making you feel really kind of unhappy. But only when we tap into something so big and so amazing and so inspiring, only then we realize how certain things have come to an end in our lives a very long time ago. So that's why this plays a big role when it comes to us understanding this, and most importantly, being able to let go of things that no longer serves us whatsoever. Okay, because subconsciously they can be making a huge impact on our lives in a negative way. And until we are able to establish this and recognizing this, and that's exactly what's going to happen here for you, my gorgeous Scorpione. Indeed, absolutely brilliant, like wow. So that was 1, 2, 3. So by the time you get to to April, by the time you get to the months of April, my gorgeous Scorpione, by the time you get to the months of April, I do see that you are gonna need to kind of like you're gonna feel like you want to chill out. You're gonna feel like you want to relax a little bit. It's not only about you taking care of your body, of your mind, of your spirit, and mentally recharging yourself, but there is a reason why we feel like we need to recharge our batteries a little bit. I will tell you this. So, my gorgeous Scorpione, why is this going to be important in April? Because listen, you're going to feel like you want to have a little break, whether this is just a few days off, whether this is just a few days off, like not doing anything, whether it's just like few days of meditations, whether it's like you make a little journey somewhere where you're gonna relax, whether this is like you're spending some time in nature, whether something that comes natural to you, like maybe you're a painting, an artist, let's say you're painting picture, so that's a talent that comes naturally to you, for example. So while you're expressing yourself with your natural gifts, we can also reach this high level of our own ascendance. We can reach this very high level on our spiritual journey when it comes to our subconscious mind, which of course brings the best out in us, but it's also tend to be pointing us towards a certain direction. Okay, of course, in this case, it's going to be an insight. You're going to have an insight. That's what I'm trying to say. So whether you walk into the forest, you're relaxing in the forest, but it's important to mention that it's going to happen at a time when you're going to feel like, oh, I need to clear my head. I need to chill out a little bit. That's important to mention. And however this is going to happen, my gorgeous Scorpione, there is an important insight you're going to have. What is going to be part of this instance? What is going to be part of this insight? You're wondering probably. Well, you're going to be reminded of this particular person you've fallen out with. Somebody you need to reconnect with. It was something really silly, silly argument. And when it comes to this person you're going to be reminded of that you've fallen out with, at a time when you're watching this reading, maybe you did not fall out with that person right now. Maybe you're going to fall out with that person in like March. Maybe you're going to fall out with that person in February. Maybe you're going to fall out with that person in January. But it's, you see what I mean? So you may not have kind of fallen out with that person just yet. But let me tell you that it's important to how you're going to feel when it comes to that insight. You're going to feel like, oh God, you're going to realize, no, this is all stupid. This is all silly. I want to reconnect with that person. You're just going to, the love is going to win. Your feelings are going to win. Your consciousness is going to take over. And I'm so glad, you know, because you will realize that it was like a really silly argument. It was something really stupid. And you will want to reconnect with that particular person. And thank God, you're going to realize that this life is too precious to waste on such a petty little arguments with people who mean to us so much. And in fact, you are, thank God, going to reconnect with that particular person. And that there is something you're going to find about that person you never knew before. Never knew before, and this is going to surprise you. This is really going to surprise you. And what you're going to find out is how that person had like lots of traumas in their childhood. And when people have traumas, I've spoken about it before, when people have traumas in their childhood, it depends how heavy these traumas are. These traumas are able to change people's lives forever. And it's down to people how they're going to be dealing with throughout their lives, because some people never come out of it. In one way or another, this does leave a very heavy imprint on people, because sometimes people, for example, if they have a very heavy trauma, they're constantly bless their heart trying to please other people. You know, it's very deep. Okay, but it does happen to like kind of lots of people who had like a very kind of difficult traumas in their childhood. And this is where you're going to find out something that happened to that person that you didn't kind of know about. You knew certain things, but you didn't probably know that it went on this particular level. But also that particular person is going to give you a ridiculously important information. That particular person is going to give you a ridiculously important information, and there is something urgently you're going to need to do when it comes to your own life. And that information is going to be so big, so important, that I highly recommend you to let the people in your life know what you are going to find out. Okay, and that's something that I highly recommend you to do. And of course that I'm not saying this only because, oh God, you know, this person, you're going to get something out of it, you know, go and reconnect with this person. No, baby, no. No, baby, no, it's not about that. This is all going to happen organically, if you know what I mean. So that's why this is going to be so important for you, my gorgeous Torini. My God, I wonder whether that person is like having a Taurus, or something to do with Taurus, certain planets in Taurus, or maybe Ascendant, maybe Moon. You know, it really depends. But I think that there is some kind of a Taurus in this person. Or maybe that person is just like a little bit stubborn as well about something. Yeah? That's what I get out of it. That's why the word Taurus just came out of me just now. So I think that person is something to do with Taurus, you know, as a sign. Or maybe that person is like a little bit stubborn, but you just need to kind of like really work on this. It's just stubbornness doesn't make people bad or good. Nothing to do with who people are. It's just like a trait of people, you know, that sometimes can be good and sometimes can be kind of annoying. You know, it depends what it is to do with, you know. So that's why I just kind of need to let you know. When it comes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, when it comes to the months of May, my gorgeous Scorpioni, when it comes to the months of May, this is the time, this is the divine timing in your life. And what's going to happen in May, it's going to be quite important, because you are going to be facing, you will have like a few different possibilities. You're going to become aware of a few different possibilities right at the beginning of the month of May. Within the first 11 days of May, you are going to become aware of like a few different possibilities, and the few different possibilities to change your life really quickly. okay? Few different possibilities to actually change your life and to be so much more happier. And you will thank God that it's not only about like few different possibilities within the first 11 days of May, but there is one of them. Not every possibility is going to be brilliant, and you will see, because you are pretty much so gonna be thinking about these few different possibilities within the first 11 days of May, for example. And I know that you are gonna be talking to somebody very close to you, somebody very important to you, whether this is a family member, whether this is your partner, it doesn't matter. It's somebody good, it's somebody genuine, it's somebody who you normally talk to. And through that person, you're gonna slowly but surely gonna go through these possibilities, and you're both going to agree about exactly the same thing, what you should be doing in order to kind of start changing your life, because you are going to feel so much happier. So these few different possibilities are going to kind of lead towards one particular thing, which is going to be extremely wise a choice, extremely smart choice for you to do, because you are going to be so much happier. And do not let or allow this like a hard work or anything like that to put you off when it comes to that particular possibility, because you're going to go for this possibility which is going to seem like it's most certainly not too good to be true, because there is going to be some kind of a hard work around it. But you must not allow for this to put you off, because already by the time you get to the months of like October 2025, already you're going to have such a positive news about this. You're already going to have such a positive news about this, you know, and only then you will be able to start feeling, you know, and understanding the full extent of where this is actually going to take your life to, you know. So, and also when it comes to that particular possibility, and when it comes to the months of May, there is some kind of a journey you're going to need to make to go somewhere. It's connected to this possibility. What you're going to realize you need to do, it's going to be connected to some kind of a journey that you're going to need to make. Listen to me very carefully. This trip is going to be more important than anything, because there is some kind of spiritual experience you're going to have as well. Whenever this is going to happen, maybe it's going to happen in May, maybe it's going to happen the next month, it doesn't matter. But it's about this spiritual experience you're going to have. This is really going to surprise you, but it's also most importantly going to point out, number one, what's missing in your life big time, and number two, you know, in terms of spirituality, this is going to bring the best out in you, because there is some kind of a risk which is also going to come with this, and this is not going to put you off anymore. You're not going to be able to wait to actually go for it. So this is why this trip or this journey is going to be really important, because of the spiritual experience you are going to have, and the spiritual experience is going to bring the best out in you. You'll clearly understand that the one phase of your life has come to an end, and another phase of your life is going to begin. So that's why this is going to be so enlightening here, my gorgeous Scorpioni, indeed. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was May. That was May, my gorgeous Scorpioni. So now the next month that I'm going to be talking about is going to be June 2025. In June 2025, you are going to have an amazing idea. In June, you are going to have an amazing idea, and this idea is financially going to be absolutely brilliant for you. You kind of also need to understand that when it comes to this major idea, which is going to be financially brilliant for you, listen to me very carefully, this major idea, it's going to be financially brilliant for you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, but you also need to understand that you need to do something about it right now, because as soon as you have this idea, again, bless your heart, I can see you like contemplating I think you do a lot of that. It's like me. I contemplate a lot, sometimes a little bit too much. I tend to overthink and overthink and overthink quite a lot. And I think that this is a lot with me having a moon in Libra, for example, which makes me rather indecisive, like there is no tomorrow. So, God, sometimes it can be okay, but sometimes it can be like your worst enemy, to be quite honest with you, because the more indecisive you are, the further from the truth sometimes you can drift. So I don't want you to get into this stage, my gorgeous Scorpione, whatsoever. So when it comes to the months of June, you know, yes, you are going to have this brilliant idea when it comes to money. You will know what this is because your spirit is going to rise. You know, you're going to feel energetic, you're going to feel excited, you're going to feel like you're ready for action. There is something that it's also at the same time going to inspire you so much. Something is going to bring the best out in you when it comes to June, in order to have such an idea and in order for your spirit to rise to these really high levels, you know, and you know, you will kind of start understanding things in such a visual and a vivid way when it comes to your future as well. Because of this idea, there are going to be elements of your future that are going to be coming to you, you know, that are going to be inspiring you along the way. And this is going to be happening in such a strange and unusual way. You wouldn't even be able to explain this to those people who mean to you the most in your life. You know how interesting all this is going to be unfolding in your life. Only you are going to be able to understand, because this in itself is to do with the call of your own soul, of your own spirit, my gorgeous Scorpione, which you so badly need to follow at this stage of your life. Absolutely brilliant. So you're going to have this major idea in June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I didn't make mistake. So you're going to have this brilliant idea in June, and you need to understand that you need to do something about it almost immediately, because I can see you like contemplating. You see, I can see you contemplating, but you need to do something about it immediately. Indeed, like, oh my goodness, very, very important, my gorgeous Scorpione. And also, when it comes to the months of July, oh God. When it comes to the months of July, I need you to be very, very careful here, okay? Because there is somebody who, you listen, how I can describe this. In July, you're going to be on some kind of a mission. In July, you're going to be on some kind of a mission. I can feel this energy of you being on some kind of a mission, my gorgeous Scorpione, okay? So, you will try to do something. Like, for example, you will either decide to buy something really big, like a car or like a house if you're lucky enough, something really big, or whatever you consider to be big. Or you're gonna be thinking about starting something, like, for example, like maybe starting some kind of a contract. Or you're going to be thinking about signing something, you know. But whatever you're thinking about starting, you know, like, for example, it would be very difficult for you to get out of it immediately if something goes wrong. Do you get what I mean? So, like, binding yourself to something that you know that it's not going to be as easy to come out of. So whether this is like a big house that you're going to be need to paying for a while, whether this is going to be like a big car, or whether you're going to kind of start some kind of a contract or something that is going to be so difficult to get out of. Do you know what I mean? You need to be clever. And this is the part of the mission that you are going to be on, that you're going to find yourself at, because you're going to be on this mission. So whatever this is going to be, you're going to come across this person. I don't like this person whatsoever. Somebody very, I think that the person is like kind of good looking, like handsome, good looking, you know, good looking person. Could be a man or a woman, you know, good looking person. But the problem is that you will know that something is wrong with that person. Your Scorpione senses are going to be like floating like that, you know, and you will know that something is wrong with this person. your senses are going to be, you're going to be like Medusa, like this, you know. Now, you will know that something is wrong with this person. You will know that this person is not honest, or you will know that this person is dishonest. You will know that what this person is saying is probably too good to be true. So this is somebody who is like a good looking, and that's probably just about it. Like when it comes to that person being interesting, really, it's just about their looks. But the more you talk to that person, the more you're gonna realize, you know, that there is something not right here. And something is gonna be too good to be true, number one. And number two, you're also going to realize that this person is not genuine. So I need you to be very clever here. Don't cut the corners, my gorgeous Scorpione, because you're going to be on a mission. And sometimes when you're on a mission, you just want to go and want to go as fast as you can. But sometimes we can become our worst enemies if we don't if we don't deal with certain things properly along the way, because they will slow us down and they will maybe even be very bad for us later on. They may mess up the whole thing for us. That's why we need to understand that we can't go sometimes as fast as we can. Sometimes we need to take one step at a time. And I really hope you're going to remember this, my gorgeous Scorpione. So you, in order to avoid this person here, just basically, almost as if this person is going to make it like they're the only one to do this for you or something like that. But you need to understand that maybe a week after, it's a couple of weeks after, there is somebody else who's going to come up, a different deal is going to come up, a different person is going to come up, which is going to feel right. And everything is going to feel right. And you will know that that's the right person that you should actually deal with. You know, while I was talking to you, this just slide down, a miracle. This slide down, this oracle card just slide down by itself, a miracles. It's going to lead towards your own miracles, okay? This is why you need to be very smart. And if somebody is kind of a little bit off, you know, just say, bye, darling. Or just say, oh, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Then, yeah, I'll see you later, blah, blah, blah. So just move on from this person. This is going to be very important, my gorgeous Scorpione, for you indeed. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 7. So that was July, for example, 7. And now it's August. In August, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's going to be some kind of a gathering you're going to have. It is going to be like you are going to be surrounded by this group of people. And there is something I really like about this group of people. They're familiar. They're going to be familiar to you, very familiar. So these are either going to be like your family members. These are either going to be your best friends. I do feel a lot like intimate relationships, you know, like a people who you know for a very, very long time. So whether these are your family members or whether these are one of your best friends, you know, like a gathering with best friends, because I can see you being relaxed. I can see you being yourself. I can see you like really enjoying yourself. I can see you having so many ideas, you know, when it comes to these months. You're going to have so many ideas that are going to come from a very special group of people that mean to you so much. You know, they're going to be pointing out certain things about you, and this is going to make you feel really good about yourself, because these are the people who know you really well, and they're really going to elevate you so beautifully, like with their compliments and things like that, because they know you so well. This is going to mean to you so much. They're going to highlight certain things about you you wanted to be highlighted so badly, because now to you everything is going to become crystal clear. For example, when it comes to like what exactly are you gonna need to do after that gathering, you are going to make such an important decision to make a really bold move. And you know what this bold move is going to be about, because they're going to be 2 or 3 different people who are really going to impress you. It's to do with who they are, it's to do with what they do for living, it's to do with their lifestyles, it's to do with their lifestyles. There is something it's really going to impress you. You're not going to be able to stop thinking about it whatsoever. And there is some kind of a risk that you're going to decide to take. That's why I'm saying there is some kind of brave move you're going to make. Okay, you're gonna decide to make my gorgeous Scorpione, and you are indeed going to do that before the end of that month. And the part of this is like you, a kind of a really, part of this brave move. My gorgeous Scorpione, it's about you kind of trying something and doing something for the first time, and it's part of all this kind of, you will know that there is some kind of risk that you're going to need to take, but it's also at the same time while you trying and doing something for the first time in your life. This in itself is going to bring the best out in you, and it's going to point you towards the certain direction that you're going to start feeling so excited about, you never knew existed, let alone how much you're going to feel connected to. This is going to lead towards the most beautiful moment of your own spirituality when it comes to healing and ascending onto the next level of your spiritual journey, meaning you will know exactly what do you need to do in order to have this biggest life promotion ever. This is going to lead towards you having the biggest life promotion, the biggest promotion of your own life before the end of the year 2025. Absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Scorpione, indeed. So now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the next month, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's going to be September 2025. When it comes to the month of September 2025, listen, somebody is really going to need your help in September. This is important to mention. Somebody is really going to be struggling, and I'm really going to need you to be honest with this person so much. This is to do with your friend or somebody very close to you. This is really going to start to irritate you right now. It's to do with a certain friend or a certain family member who, who is keep on doing something stupid and something silly. And I think that person is keep on doing something stupid and something silly over and over and over and over again. You really need to sit down with this person and talk to this person properly. It's about something that you spoke about before, and it's over and over again. Maybe that particular person is doing something that they shouldn't be doing, and it's hurting you because you love this person. Maybe that person is doing something that they shouldn't be doing to themselves. Maybe they're consuming something, doing something, and this is hurting you a lot. Or this particular person is keep on spending time with somebody who is so bad for this person, but you really need to put your point across. You need to talk to this person, because if it carries on like this, I'm sorry, there is no other way of saying this. It's gonna lead towards this person's something negative. It's gonna happen to that person, negative, big time. So, but also before that happens, my gorgeous Scorpione, there is something major you're going to hear about this person, and it is going to be like a big wake-up call, and you're going to be all wind up. And maybe this is what it needed for this person to take you seriously, for you to be in this particular state. You're going to be wind up, you're going to be angry because you're going to hear that person has done something, and you will know that, oh my God, why this person has done this, whether this person is doing something they shouldn't, like consuming something they shouldn't, something naughty, or whether that person is being kind of like really manipulated by some other person. Whatever this is, you need to talk to this person. It is important. It is important because also once you go forward and once you talk to this person, my gorgeous Scorpione, you're also gonna be like kind of, once you talk to this person again, once you explain to this person, and I think for the first time ever, this person is going to take you very seriously because you're going to respond in a slightly different way, and I suppose sometimes that's needed. Maybe you're going to be a little bit stroppy, maybe you're going to be a little bit angry, but then again, immediately you are going to understand yourself that there is something that something needs like an urgent attention and care in your life through that conversation. You know, nothing to do with this, nothing to do with that person, but what exactly you're going to be reminded of, and how exactly you're going to be reminded of this. It's going to play an important role, you needing to do something about it immediately. You will know that something needs an urgent attention and care in your life. And this is important. You will be reminded of this, and you will feel so silly. How come you forgot about something so important? And if you forgot about this, it would bring all sorts of problems later on. Some kind of a document. Some kind of a document or something that you're going to need to do. And nobody else can do this for you. Nobody else would be able to do this for you, my gorgeous Scorpione. So that's why this is going to be so important here indeed. Okay? Now, where are we now? That was September, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, now we're in October, my gorgeous Scorpione. You know, now in October, I need you to focus on this financial opportunity you're going to have. I need you to focus on this financial opportunity you're going to have. My God, you see, a lot is happening. A lot is happening this year. Come on. Like in October, I need you to focus on this financial opportunity. It's only going to seem like something tiny. It's only going to seem like something little. My gorgeous Scorpione, nothing major. Nothing like, oh my God, I take this financial opportunity and I'm buying the whole of Bulgaria next month. No. Listen, this particular opportunity, I need you to pay attention to. I just need you to be open-minded here, okay? In October, this little financial opportunity, it's like basically going to be, I need you to focus on, it's not how big this opportunity is. And you're going to find yourself finding this really interesting. How come that you're paying attention to this little financial opportunity, something really tiny? You're going to find this really interesting about yourself. Thank God that you're going to be so intuitive, again, looking at things from a completely different level, from a much higher level. Lots of other signs would. And thank God you will be following your own intuition. So you will go for this little financial opportunity here. And normally you wouldn't. And this is really going to surprise you about yourself. But very soon, you will realize that financial opportunity, okay, it's going to be okay for your finances. Within the next couple of months, you're already going to realize other things you want to do, other things you want to learn, other things you want to try, other things you want to explore. This little opportunity, it's going to start a process where you are gonna, meet some amazing people in your life. This is going to start the process where some really incredible people are going to start floating slowly but surely into your life. It's going to lead towards like a major turning point. Why? Because it's also going to give you this much needed confidence. It's going to give you this much needed confidence, my gorgeous Scorpione, to walk away from what you know, and you will clearly understand, and you clearly understood before this point that you need to walk away from. And at that moment in time, the brand new door are about to open. Not only you're going to walk away from things that no longer serve you, that are making you feel unhappy, but these things are also playing a great deal of a role when it comes to you not being able to manipulate your energy in the best possible way, but giving your energy towards things that are going to be the most productive for you and for your whole life. Very often we tend to do certain things for a very long amount of time, and we don't even realize that we are just plodding along and maybe making money for living and maybe doing what we need to do. But very often we lost ourselves in things if we are focusing on things and doing things persistently that are not making us feel happy, and it's tend to drain our energy, because there is a much more to life than just doing something to put money on the table. For example, we need to find our place in this world where we we can call our place, where we can enjoy ourselves and do something that we are so passionate about. The life on this earth is way too precious, and all these things are going to come to you, my gorgeous Scorpione. Indeed, you will know exactly what do you need to walk away from, and that's something that's important. The next month, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's going to be the month of November 2025. Now, when it comes to the month of November 2025, okay, something unexpected, another completely unexpected situation here, like, oh my God, but this is going to be a good mama. This is going to be a really good big mama. In November 2000, remember what I told you for February, an unexpected situation, something is going to come towards an abrupt end, but it was also good. It was also good because it led you to this such an important point in your life. Like when it comes to November 2025, something unexpected is going to happen. You know why? Some kind of a problem is going to come towards an end. Or it's not that it's going to come towards an end, but some kind of a problem you are going to hear, it's very soon going to come to an end. There you go. There you go. This is what this is going to be about, this unexpected situation, but it's going to be so brilliant because you will know that some kind of a problem will slowly but surely going to come to an end. This is going to mean to you so much because it's to do with something that has been affecting you for absolute ages, and I'm not surprised whatsoever that you are suddenly going to feel so nostalgic. After that, you will feel nostalgic. You know, this is what this energy is going to do. You will kind of feel a little bit nostalgic, and there are lots of things that you're going to look at, and they're going to remind you maybe on your childhood, or they're going to remind you of how things used to be in your life, for example, you know. And this in itself, it's like really important because it's not only about that, but when you are thinking like how nostalgic you are and how you're always like kind of going towards this exactly the same part of your past from a very long time ago. You're going to be drifting towards different parts of your past, but all it's kind of going to be leading towards the same thing, 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 towards the same thing. Listen, it's all going to be leading towards the same thing, my gorgeous Scorpione. Something that's missing in your life. Something that's missing in your life. And this is to do with you, just remember, kind of in a way, also needing to return to your own roots. I have seen this for the several months, last months for you, my gorgeous Scorpione, when it comes to you feeling it so much that you need to return to your own roots. There is a big lesson you've learned about yourself and about your life within the last few years, and that's why you have been brought to this important stage of your life. A great lesson has been learned in between your childhood and in between now. No, baby, you're not going backwards if you're returning to your roots. Now you're ready. That's a sign that you're ready. And you know what else? You will see what I mean about ready, trust me. And also what else? By the end of the month of November, you are going to have a reason to celebrate. Like, party, baby! Don't forget to invite me. Can you imagine me, my face on your party? Can you imagine what am I like? You don't want to know that. No, honestly, like crazy. No, honestly, by the end of the month of November, you are going to have an opportunity that is going to give you a big reason to celebrate. I can see you celebrating. I can see you celebrating. And this opportunity that you are going to have, that is going to give you a reason for celebration. It's going to be one of the biggest surprises of your entire life. This opportunity is going to allow allow you to do this, what you wanted to do, and what you have been nostalgic for so long. And of course that you will want to do this, because that's why you're going to have this reason to celebrate, okay? And the beginning of your transformation, it's about to begin. Oh my goodness, you really need to do this, my gorgeous Scorpione. You really need to take this very, very seriously. Indeed, very seriously. And by the time you get to the December 2025, when it comes to the December 2025, my gorgeous Scorpione, you know something is going to be delayed. There is a certain news, something you're going to be waiting, certain information. Certain information, it's going to be delayed, you know, and it looks like you are going to have absolutely enough of it, to be quite honest with you. And because this particular information that you're waiting for, you know, it's like kind of preventing you from committing fully when it comes to you following your own vision. Okay, so what I need you to understand, that this information that you're going to be waiting for at the beginning of December, especially when it comes to the December, some kind of confirmation. You will be waiting for some kind of confirmation. You will be waiting for some kind of information. But that is something is going to be delayed. I need you to understand that you must ignore this. Okay? You must kind of, okay, you're just going to need to change your plans a little bit, and you're going to need to take a leap of faith with what you're going to be planning and what is going to be on your mind. Trust me, you are going to be grateful to God, because in exactly 31 days after you do what you're going to do, you're going to have the biggest surprise of your life. Seriously, another opportunity. This opportunity is going to allow you to fully commit yourself to follow your vision, and it's also be absolute, and to speed things up as well. And it's also going to be absolutely brilliant for your finances as well, because somehow, whatever information you have been waiting for has been like kind of connected towards you having your finances drained unnecessarily as well. So don't worry about this news being delayed. My gorgeous Scorpione, just remember, now it's time to take a leap of faith. In exactly 31 days, you will have this opportunity, which is going to allow you exactly to commit yourself fully and fully follow your vision. Indeed, absolutely brilliant. So now, my gorgeous Scorpione, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be your tarot card of the year. What is going to be a tarot card of the year, my gorgeous Scorpione, year 2025? Well, you know, I'll show you what has fallen. This is, you're moving on with your life, baby. You're moving on with your life. There is no doubt about it. That just fallen on the floor. You're certainly moving on with your life, my gorgeous Scorpione. Let me just see what is going to be your tarot card of the year. So this just came out as an additional, you know. The spirits want you to know that you're moving on. You're moving forward with your life. You're moving forward, you know. And it's also to do with things that have been making you feel so dark and negative for a while, you know. It's not only like, oh, look, opportunity, I can move on. No, baby, no. But it's also a lot to do with certain things that have been affecting you, being yourself, you know. So let's just see what is going to be your tarot card of the year. Oh, Knight of Cups, baby. See this? Absolutely beautiful. And I do think very strongly that somebody beautiful is about to walk into your life. There is somebody beautiful about to walk into your life, or there is somebody beautiful about to return into your life. This is going to mean to you so much. This is going to mean to you so much. So someone is about to enter your life, somebody beautiful, you know, or somebody is about to return into your life. Whoever this person is going to have a remarkable impact on you and on your life. this person is going to play a big role when it comes to you making beautiful, brilliant life decisions. I'm not saying that you need someone to help you to make life decisions. Please don't get me wrong. But this person, it's going to make your life complete. Whoever this is, maybe it's like a little spiritual friend, maybe it's like a person, hello, or maybe it's like, do you know what I mean? Maybe it's someone just returning into your life. However, this is going to make a major impact on your life because you're going to perk up and you're going to reconnect with yourself. And especially when it comes to the importance of doing things for yourself. This person will bring the best out in you, my gorgeous Scorpione, but also at the same time, this also means that this year is really going to pleasantly surprise you, and it's going to be full of little surprises that are going to lead towards like big and beautiful things, you know. So that's why always you need to remember to have your Scorpione senses, little Medusa, Scorpione senses, like constantly turned on, and just follow them, you know, like Scorpione senses. Absolutely brilliant. So now, my gorgeous Scorpione, I'm just gonna see what's gonna be your oracle card of the year. What's gonna be your oracle card of the year? Let's just see. Security. Look at this, baby. Security. It's just about you kind of having this sense of security. You know, you will know what do you need to do, like kind of when it comes to your future in terms of planning. You know, there is a lot gonna be like about you having these visions about your future and about your life that you're gonna feel connected to more than you ever did before. You're gonna have some rather vivid visions, and this is because, you know, having this great sense of security while we are thinking about making big steps is indeed playing a really big role when it comes to whether we're going to do something about it or not. And this is why I think that this year is going to be the year of your, like, you taking these risks, you know, and you're really going to surprise yourself. And every risk you take, it's going to lead towards like an amazing venture as a reward, both spiritual and mental. Absolutely brilliant indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpione, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you, and I wish you the best 2025. I wish you the best year 2025, my gorgeous Scorpione. It's going to be amazing. Make the most of it, okay? I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonassin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. Do you know why this little purple Suji pendant is so special? Huh? Not only because it's so beautiful and it's so striking, but this purple Suji is very special because it has this ability to protect us, you know, against other people's energies. So with other words, we really are able to protect our own energies. And when it comes to setting the boundaries in our lives, making the right decisions and doing the right things in general, you know, it is absolutely ever so important to have the right balance in our lives. By that, I mean, if we do not set the boundaries with certain things in life without even realizing, this is going to be draining our energy, which does affect our own decision makings. So when it comes to like being indecisive, you know, being indecisive can be really dangerous in so many different ways, because the life goes by and we keep on being indecisive. By being indecisive, you know, we lose certain opportunities, we lose certain lifestyles we could live. We never find out what's on the other side. So this is why this purple Suji pendant, my gorgeous people, it's so important. Not only this is going to help you and protect you from absorbing other people's energies, but it's also brilliant for healing, and it addresses issues like, you know, paranoia, paranoia and insomnia as well. So it's brilliant when it comes to like us, you know, having that feeling where we feel secure and where we feel relaxed, you know. It helps us to kind of release worry and to get on with our lives. So I strongly recommend you, my gorgeous people, to get this purple Suji pendant. Okay, this comes with sterling silver, gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying from my channel, my gorgeous people, you're also supporting my channel as well. This is something I highly recommend you to get. Hello, 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 my gorgeous people. Another pendant I want to recommend you would be this absolutely gorgeous and ever so special porcelain jasper. Porcelain jasper is so important when it comes to us balancing our energies and when it comes to reducing inflammation, for example, but it's also important when it comes to reducing anxiety as well. It improves focus and is also absolutely brilliant for the relationships in our lives, you know. It attracts the right people in our lives, you see, and this is ever so important when it comes to our spiritual journey, because it's not only about attracting the right people into our lives, but it's also able to help us to attract the right experiences into our lives as well. So this is why I think this porcelain jasper is ever so special to have, my gorgeous people. Indeed, this gorgeous porcelain jasper comes with gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is as usual in the description below. By buying from my channel, my gorgeous people, you're also supporting my channel as well. So thank you very much for that. Hello, my gorgeous people. Just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions. And the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.